The Waffle House has found its new host. So I was kind of curious to know because I saw that comment a lot on YouTube. So I put it on the YouTube search bar, and it's a video. Johnny Razor is a YouTuber that had his audience go put those comments, and he said to stop by January 31st. And if you could go back into one of the videos, delete them. But also, he said to be respectful. So gotta give props to Johnny Razor. So I also want to talk about that Andrew Tate and an exercise and random ramblings. That's what's on the agenda for this video. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So the Waffle House. You know, I've only been there once. Can't say I've been there a lot. I'm not. I don't. I hardly go to diners. They're good, but I don't know. I thought it was okay, but it's been like 15 years I think since I've gone to the Waffle House. One of the things I want to go ahead and just talk about, guys, is Andrew Tate. So let's go ahead and talk about that. You guys, I really don't know if he's guilty or not. I can't tell. Um, he's made a video, where that girl that claims that she was kidnapped. She was at their house partying, and there was a whole thing where she lied to her boyfriend because the boyfriend was gonna find out that she went to to his house, to go to go party with the Tates, and she came up with that excuse that she got kidnapped, and from what Andrew and Tristan say is that she went out and got the pizzas, you know, sounds and then came back in. Sounds a little weird, but anyway. So one of the things I want to go ahead and talk about is where I disagree with Andrew Tate. He talks about having a supercar and making millions. Guys, in my experience, I've seen the guy who has a McMansion and has the newest Chevy Tahoe or Chevy Silverado with the lift kit. These guys are working themselves to death 80 hours a week. I can't even imagine making millions. I mean, forget about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, what's wrong with driving a 10-year-old Toyota Camry? Nothing wrong with it. You know, if it works and it's not leaving you stranded in the road, I mean, I'm happy with that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It'd be nice to own a supercar. I'd lie to you if I told you I wouldn't be cool. My supercar of choice, I'd say the Ford GT. I also like the Audi R8. I think that's about it. I'm not really into supercars, to be honest. I think if I had my sports car of choice, I'm a really simple guy. Ford Mustang GT. That would be my car of choice. Just keep it simple. But I'd settle also with the EcoBoost Mustang. I like that one too. I've never driven them. Well, I've driven my old 2002, but not the new ones. Anyway, random ramblings. That's what this video is going to be about. Just fun. So the other thing where I disagree with him is about him having a harem of women. The Bible. I believe in the Bible, and I think, and what the Bible says is that it's against sexual relationships outside of marriage. So, that's where I disagree. Having more than one sex partner is a bad idea. I work in insurance companies, and it is common where people are saying, are getting STD tests. They're trying to test for HIV, see if they're HIV positive. Sexual promiscuity is terrible, and I disagree with it. Then safety reasons, for yourself, and also who would want, the golden rule: do to others as you would want to do yourself. So, if you don't want, your girlfriend or your boyfriend doing that, then why do it yourself, right? That easy. Why make it so complicated? So one of the things I want to go ahead and just talk about also as well, excuse me, is the craziness that people, are just wacko. So one of the things I want to go ahead and talk about, guys, is also work-life balance. One of the things I want to go ahead and mention is that I know I was talking about Andrew Tate and him making millions, and don't get me wrong, who wouldn't want to be a millionaire? All of us. I would raise my hand saying I would love to be a millionaire, but at what expense? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think you should come up with a cash pile with 3 months expenses. It's so comfortable going to work that way. You're like, whatever happens, if I happen to lose my job, then I have this to take care of me. So I always advocate for being good with your finances and having a big cash pile. Because your job could get toxic at any second, and of course you're not going to say, "Oh, it's toxic, I'm leaving." The first little inkling of resistance at your job where it gets hard. No, I mean, of course, you want take it through, talk to your supervisor, and say, "Hey, it's getting, and you try to fix it as much as you can. And if it's overbearing, then yeah, of course, you have no other choice. But of course, during that meantime, you want to find another job if it's driving you so crazy. But always, using good judgment. That's one of the things I always advocate. One of the things I want to go ahead and just talk about as well is it's going to be a random video. I'm just not going to talk about, I'm going to talk about random things. What is another thing? And if you want to leave comments like where the Waffle House has found its new host, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and leave that comment or ask me anything, whatever one you want to ask. One of the things I want to go ahead and just talk about it as well is that, one of the things is that I was watching this video called with Jimmy Dore, how these video games are psyops. How they try to glorify war and these, because the intent is to try to get young men to enlist in the armed forces, and it's a psyop project by the U.S. government. I think it was the CIA or something like that. I'm not sure. NSA. I'm not sure where it might have been from, but interesting. It's going to be very interesting with a 400-pound gamer that lives in his mom's basement. I don't think he's going to be able to fight for freedom and America. Because, I'm sorry, but that person doesn't stand a chance. Neither do I. But I thought it was just a random funny thing to say. But one of the things I also want to go ahead and mention is that sorry, I think it's still funny just trying to imagine imagine the absurdity. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to, especially with the war, the information people have access to today, and they're realizing about all the crazy these globalists and elites and how they have their agenda. And when you're enlisting in the U.S. military, you're basically fighting for them. You're just the strongman for them, essentially. So that's one of the things I want to go ahead and just mention. Also, that's another thing I could talk about. I also, want to go ahead and talk about what other things are relevant. I don't know. Let me know. What things should I make in future videos? What do you guys think? Should I keep? I try to come up with good content. But you guys let me know. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about anything, address certain things, where I could make better videos. Definitely let me know, because I want to know. It was, one of the viewers, he mentioned, changes the scenery a little bit. So I thought I'd try this one. At the very beginning, when I first started this channel, that's where I started, this very same place where I'm sitting at. The clock, the lamp, and over there's a window where all the light's coming through. Right now it's not very shiny because right now it's cloudy. That's why. But that's one of the reasons I just wanted to go ahead and just make a fun little video. Not so little, because it's more, I've been going longer than what I normally make videos for. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to go ahead and just make, just rabble, make a little interesting video. Maybe. But maybe I should, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video of just trying to say funny stuff. I think that would be an excellent future video. Let me know. I could go a little bit on the less serious side. I try to come up with serious topics, but that it would be helpful to the audience. And you guys are awesome. I want to go ahead and just thank all of you for being awesome viewers. And let me know where I could get better, guys. I will always take your feedback. I am no one to. I'm not gonna be the sensitive type where I get offended. Oh my gosh, he offended me. Like as if there isn't a shortage for that, right? I'll just go ahead and leave it there, guys, now. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.